Let's have a sesh on Herzberg. So in the 1950s and 60s, Herzberg was interviewing and surveying many managers, particularly in the accounting industry. And he found that different aspects of a job, and if we speak about it broadly, we're thinking those that are extrinsic, outside the job, and those that are intrinsic to the job, so they're inside the job, will have different impacts on motivation. We'll start with extrinsic. So extrinsic is to do with the hygiene factors. And the hygiene factors are those aspects of work that, if present, prevent workers being dissatisfied. So if they are present, they prevent workers from being dissatisfied. Examples of that would be working conditions, basic pay, and some form of company procedures or rules that need to be followed, perhaps health and safety rules. But let's just say you have a business where the working conditions are poor, it's cold, the basic pay is not there, it's extremely poor, and there are petty procedures and rules that need to be followed. Well, that would be an example of the fact that they are not present. And if they're not present, it leads to dissatisfied workers. Workers' motivation extremely dissatisfied. So the way to fix that would be to put these different hygiene factors in place. And that would lead to the fact that the workers, well, they'd stop moaning, they'd stop complaining. But the important thing here is that it doesn't mean they will be motivated. They will not be motivated, but at the same time, they will not be dissatisfied. Now, on the other side, it's the extrinsic factors, which are essentially the motivating factors of two-factor theory. And that's the idea that there are some intrinsic factors that are inside the job, are the aspects of work that motivate workers. Examples of that could be training and development opportunities. It could be responsibility. And if you provide these to your workers, they will become motivated. You can connect this to Maslow's self-actualization. More details on Maslow, click the card up there. The last things to think about, so you've got extrinsic or hygiene factors and you've got motivating intrinsic factors. The key thing from a manager's point of view is you want to put those hygiene factors in place so you don't get those dissatisfied workers, and then you need to think of the appropriate intrinsic or motivating factors that you want in place to get the most out of your employees, and then you just set the same old links. If they're motivated, they're more productive might also lead to greater output. It might lead to the fact that absenteeism will reduce, labour turnover will reduce, less recruitment costs. So that's all good, and I'll see you at the next sesh.